What is going on, y'all? What is going on? You know why I'm here. Thank you for checking out another one of my weekly Forex analysis. It's your boy AB. And let's just get straight into it. No chitty chat, none of that. No, I'm joking. So no news, no high impact news this week, same as last week, and I'm not surprised because these are the last 2 weeks of the month. I mean of the year, so wouldn't expect and I wouldn't expect much news anyways. Let's see though what the other news events are, because obviously there's going to be some type of news, right? But it's just low impact, all low impact news. So not even gonna talk much about this. Just gonna put my filters back up how I usually have them and just go straight to the charts. Right. So let's go to the DXY, go to the 4 hour time frame, see what market did last week. So I was suggesting that price was gonna keep going to the upside. Price had gone bullish, retraced down to the 78.6, kept pushing to the upside, kind of expecting some type of move to happen right now. Let me just check on the daily and get rid of these unnecessary things from last week. Get over here. There you go. Hold on. There we are. So much better. Let me actually make this full screen. Okay. So I still have the same analysis. I still want to see price come back up to this, at least back up to this resistance off of here. Weekly time frame, price came, bounced off of this small support, but we could still see price eventually come back down and tap on this support. So I'm just really looking at price to go bullish at least up to 93.971 for the long term. Short term though, let me just see what the daily time frame looks like. So right now we're just having some consolidation up at between this 90.177 area and 90.339 area, just on the past couple of days, right? This gap never got closed down here, so that's something that I'm well, not always, but I'm just gonna be wary of regardless, because like usually I want to see gaps close before I start to actually play around with the markets. But with this being right here, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna be on chill. I'm gonna wait a little bit. We do have this uptrend on the 4 hour that price was on until it decided to just break right here, and this could probably be a retest. But I'm not buying it. I do think, well, not buying. I mean, like, I don't think that this is necessarily a break and retest. I think that price is going to keep going to the upside. Um, Go to the 1 hour time frame and just make the trend line a little better though. Then yes, it could definitely be like, okay, this looks like break and retest right here, retested. This could be dropping to the downside. So that is something we could be watching for, but this is the open gap that I really need to see. I really kind of want to see price close out at. I'm still in the buy from last week from Euro USD. So I still do want to see this. Well, not buy. I'm still in the sell on Euro USD. So I still do want to see this keep going bullish, but still kind of watching and see how that plays out though. But overall, like I said, still want to see price reject off of here and then go to the upside. Um, Let me see on the daily time frame. It's not really much to really say that yes, this is gonna go bullish, because I mean, first of all, we don't even have this structure that's right here broken yet. So that's number one thing that I'm really looking at. We don't have the structure that price had just made that's broken, and so that's even saying a lot right there. To be like, oh, you want price to go bullish? Why so? Well, price is just like superbly low, and I can't be looking to buy anything this low, and I need a retracement from this drop at least before I could even think about trying to sell the DXY or trying to have the dollar get any weaker. Like, let's just say from here, oops, wrong indicator. Right here. So from that high to this low, I need at least 92.935 to get hit before I would start thinking about, okay, let's think about starting to sell, right? So that's just me personally. I do want to see price ultimately come up here and even retrace even more than that, because just from just drop right here, we never really got any type of retracement. You see what I'm saying? Price just dropped, consolidated, dropped, consolidated, dropped, consolidated, then dropped again. So I kind of just want to, I would still want to see these highs up here actually get retested. Honestly speaking, I know that could take months, but that is something that I still kind of want to see. That's something that I always have in the back of my head. But other than that, I'm not really crazy about like selling the DXY right now. Let's go into arbitrage, see what arbitrage has for us. Okay, so let's go into the, first of all, show symbol. There we go. Okay, so this is the 1 hour time frame on arbitrage. Doesn't look that great to me. Called for the sell, currently testing out the mean line and the RSI line, but the way how the RSI lines are just bunched up like that, I don't like trading it that way. So let me go on to a different time frame. Actually, let me go on to the 2 hour. No, 2 hour doesn't look that great either. Yeah, so 4 hours is probably the best bet. The price is currently called for that sell, rejecting off of right here. So we could, depends. I kind of still do see, especially with the level pro right here, is showing that price may go bullish. So I'm still watching this to keep going to the upside. Daily time frame still nowhere near ready yet to call for a sell. I mean for a buy, but we could do is wait and see what happens, right? 15-minute, even the 15-minute time frame hasn't necessarily called for a buy, but as you can see, this just looks choppy and gappy from the market opening. So let's see what happens with the DXY. But I do want to see some bullish movement on it. That's for sure. Nothing too concrete though to play off of though at this point in time. So let's go on over to Euro USD. So from last week, still in this, like I said, I'm still in this sell from last week. Put that right there. So price had dropped all the way down here, retested. I gone in, I got stocked out, but I got right back into the trade right here, and then price dropped. Yeah, I'm still in this trade. Like I said, I'm still in this sell, but I'm not looking at anything too concrete as of right now. Let me get rid of all this stuff. Don't even have to talk about the sell anymore because it's the new week. All right, okay. So I still have this level up here at 1.22833 that I still haven't necessarily gotten touched. Although if you want to play it off like, oh, I was talking about was this resistance that price had rejected off of, then yeah, we have that price getting hit and then price rejecting off of it. But I'm still not 100% saying that price is going to drop, because as we can see clearly, weekly time frame has been extremely bullish, and there's nothing that's like, there's no price action on the weekly time frame that's showing that it's going to turn around. I do like this bearish engulfing candle on this daily time frame, but then this candlestick right next to it looks just hideous to me. So kind of still not necessarily calling for a sell yet. I want to see some more of an impulsive move to the downside and a retracement before I even say that. But the way how this candle's looking on the 4 hour, if it closes like that, then hey, we might be getting that signal of saying that, oh, price is going to drop. And if I do remember correctly, I think on Wednesday or Thursday, I said that, oh, this retracement price looks like it could possibly drop. Did kind of that, but I didn't get into it. But yeah, Euro USD, same thing as with the DXY. I'm kind of not doing anything with it. Like I said, I am in this sell, but I'm just letting it play out and seeing what it's gonna do. 4-hour looks so much better than on the DXY. It looks like it's looking like it's actually gonna sell. Gave the sell call, retested the RSI line. This would have where I've been looking for the re-entry and then a drop. So that looks solid. It looks like price is gonna still keep dropping, like I mentioned. Daily time frame, not quite there yet. So not even gonna be concerned about that. More gonna be looking towards the 4-hour time frame. 15-minute at market open. Well, market open was like around, where is it? Right here. Market open, price called for a buy, but I don't think that's going to be what's happening right now. 1-hour time frame doesn't look good, so I'm just looking at the 4-hour time frame. I think I deleted all my alerts that I had. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is just set an alert for the 4-hour time frame for it to tell me when to exit a sell. Although I'm already in it, and whether my stop loss gets hit at break even or not, I'm still going to be in it. But just giving that out to so that you might not be ready to sell yet, although I don't think that's going to happen. So that is for EU. I actually want to see something real quick. Going to use this arbitrage support and resistance real quick just to see, or these are lining up at. Oh, that looks yeesh. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, so 4 hours support right here. Price is breaking through that. Yeah, that's fine. And then we also have point of control that just got hit right now. What does it look like long term? All the way down here, that looks good to me. Yeah, I would definitely be surprised if the price came back up to these highs, but if they did, then hey, it is what it is. But I would definitely be surprised if that happened. So yeah, all I really have on Euro USD again is I want to see some type of like heavy push to the downside, then a retracement, and then a continuation type of thing. That's what I want to see on Euro USD, right? So not going to talk really much more about that. Go on to GU. All right, so let's see what GU did here. Came to the 78.6. Glad I never got in it, although stop loss never got hit about what I had talked about from last week. But anyways, not even going to talk too much about that. And this gap got filled up. That's good. Weekly time frame kind of had to hit that. I'm gonna push this up to here. Kind of still see price rejecting off of this resistance up here to kind of drop. I actually want to delete all this stuff here as well. Kind of seeing price reject off of here. With this Brexit deal that happened, I don't know what's gonna happen with the GBPs or the euros because I don't follow fundamental analysis like that. But all I'm saying is that if price busts through this resistance, then all I'll be looking for is a break, retest, and then a continuation back to these highs, which price hasn't seen since March of 2018, like around the time I started trading. That's funny. Wait, was it 2000? No, I started trading in 2019. I'm tripping. Anyways, yeah, like I said, I kind of if it busts through, then absolutely, but I'm not seeing that happening. I actually want to see what the point of control is right here. Yeah, price is definitely not looking. It can. It's not ideal. It probably want to come down here and retest this regardless. And so let's see what we have here. Daily time frame. This previous daily candle close is not telling me that price wants to continue going bullish. I still kind of do want to see some type of retracement Yeah, even not really. So from this swing high to this swing, I mean, from this swing low to that swing high, if price comes down over here, that would be ideal if price still came down and dropped to at least 1.29559 to recollect all this liquidity right here. Kind of see even price dropping down and just hold on, let me get this right. From price dropping all the way even down here to possibly grab this liquidity as well before pushing to the upside. But again, I don't know what's going to happen with this Brexit news, if it's going to be good for the GBP or if it's going to be detrimental to it. But as of right now, what I'm seeing on the charts, I want to see this drop from here at least to 1.29559 at least, right? So let's go on over to arbitrage real quick. So the 4 hour is calling for a buy, got a double top right here. 1 hour time frame. Ooh, this is about to call for a sell, so I might actually get into this. It just called for the sell on the 15-minute. So what I would want to see on this 15-minute move, on this 1 hour move right here, is for a price to drop, retest that RSI line, which would be come back up to like 1.3430 or something like that, and then end up going to the downside. And even if it just comes to down here at this downside, let's just say from this previous bullish move right here, that it's gonna follow this and continue going to the upside. It will still line up with the 71% fib, which would be an ideal place for me to look for buys, although I'm not really looking for any buys right now. So I like this. I'm gonna go ahead and set up an alert. Oops, wrong thing to press right here on GU. Gonna short once per bar close, and then I'll wait for the retracement to the upside, and then I'll sell it some more. So that's on GU. We were even talking, one of my students had even gotten into a sell up here, and he took that to the downside. So yeah, GU looks pretty decent. I like this 1 hour move. Let me look at the 4 hour again. Not quite ready, and the daily definitely not ready for a sell yet. Been bouncing off of this RSI line. So let's see how this plays out, though. I like this sell. All right, let's go on over to AUD USD. Yes, sir. Quick sell. Get yourself a quick trade. So AUD USD, I still have the exact same feeling about this that I have from last week. This thing, again, weekly time frame. I haven't been really messing with AUD USD. Weekly time frame absolutely just looks incredibly bullish. Like from March of this year, it's just been crazy bullish. At the 78.6 from this huge swing drop low on the weekly. So hey, we might see some really bearish action on the AUD USD all of next year. I wouldn't be surprised if we did, but I'm kind of just looking at this as a break and retest. Like I said, this has just been way too bullish for me to say that I want to kind of be looking for any type of sells, really. Let's put the point of control on real quick. Yeesh, all the way down here though? I mean, I'm not against it, but then you have all this volume up here still. No. It's kind of wild. I'm not really crazy over the buys, to be quite honest. I mean, yeah, it matches up with the 78.6 on the fib, so why not take it back to down to these lows? It came down to these lows, and that had a lot to do with COVID. So I don't think that price is going to come down to these lows anytime soon. But sheesh, yeah, last time that it was down here was back in 2008, 2010. Yeah, I honestly think that AUD USD is not smart to even kind of touch, to be honest with you. I mean, like I said, I still want this to happen right here. And if you look at it from this bearish push, then it's actually a really good place to look to buy AUD USD right here. So from the here to down this low, look where price is at 78.6. Even came very close to closing this gap on this market open. I'm sometimes that's as close as you're gonna get with the markets. Who knows? But yeah, if you're looking for sells on AUD USD right now, is probably a good time to sell it. I can't say that I'm confident in the sell though. This is way too bullish for me to say I'm confident in the sell. But if you're gonna take it, now's the time to do it. We have, like I said, we have the bearish push, and then we have the push to the upside, 78.6 level. That's where price even left a big ass wick to the upside. If you're gonna sell it, now would be a time to do it. To be honest with you. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna get in as well. Why not? I'm not that confident, but at the same time, this is the reason why we do these analysis, right? To see if we have like I'm risking 37 pips on this. Yeah, I'm getting in this. So magic keys, okay. Wait, let me actually check arbitrage before I do get into this. So AUD USD, daily time frame. Or this is the 1 hour time frame, setting up for a sell. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna actually set this up to give me a sell call, and this would be for those who are more conservative. I actually like the where price is at on AUD USD. But so what you would be doing is look for that retest and then a drop. That would be the move on AUD USD to take that. 4 hour time frame. Let's see. Not quite ready yet. Daily time frame, definitely not ready. But that 15-minute is about to call. Oh, hold on. Maybe not call it. Well, if it holds right here, then that'd be solid. I like this bearish candle though. This very bearish candle. Yeah, I'm taking this sell right here. If I die, I die. So I have this alert set. Wait, do I? Yes, I do. I have this alert set, but I'm going to take this sell that I have to the left. If I can get price. There you go. Okay, so open calculator. Input risk. I'm going to risk 1% off my account on this trade. Then 0.76445. And then TP, I'll take price all the way down to 0.74628. So that's a 1 to 3.340 risk to reward trade. Not bad at all. But ultimately, kind of the same thing with what I want to see with Euro USD. I kind of want to see an impulsive move to the downside so that I could be saying that, okay, yes, this looks like it's about ready to change trends. Like with this drop right here and price breaking through this right here, that would have made me think, okay, yes, this could be a possible change of trend. But then price ended up leaving this long ass wick and then popping back up. So now I'm like, AU, or really? Are we going to keep buying? So yeah, just going to see how this plays out ultimately. But I would have loved to see price drop down to here and then see what happened after that. So that's on AU. Let's go on overhead over to GBP AUD. All right, so GA came very close to the 23.6 from this sell. Then it never dropped anymore. It came back up, hit me at break even. That's totally fine. I'm gonna just get a fresh new outlook on this. So let's go on to the daily time frame. So still have this bearish engulfing candle that happened. Price retracing up to it, and it respected nicely the sell zone that I usually have drawn out. 78.6 came back up, rejected off of it, This looks like it still could possibly drop, but I'm going to stay away from it for right now. Weekly time frame. So on the weekly, same thing. 4 weeks ago, we have this immense drop on GA. The price retraced back up to it at the 78.6 to 61.8 zone that I usually look for sells, and I want to say that I'm bearish on GA, but again, with the Brexit news and with AUD USD being one of my least liked pairs to trade these past couple of weeks, I kind of would want to leave this alone until I figure out exactly what's going to happen. But it's just been a lot of choppiness with this. You could see that it's kind of just been playing around within these two zones right here. Ooh, that is not looking good. So you have that, and then you have price up here that has came to twice as well. So it came up, is up here, dropped down, came up again, dropped down. So let's see if it goes back up to the upside, but I'm not looking for any type of buy trades right now, especially with these candles, with throwing up all these wicks. No, thank you. It doesn't look like something that I would want to try to sell. And then there's even this huge gap that happened that never got closed out down here. So that's another thing. I probably would want to see price come down again to close out that gap before I think of buying or anything like that. 1 hour time frame. Yeah, kind of same thing. I'm not even just liking the 1 hour time frame at all on there. So let's go on over to arbitrage, see what this has. So 1 hour is actually calling for that sell, and it called for a sell retest. So this kind of looks like it's probably going to drop. I would have liked my entry up here, would have been much better, which is how many pips away from where price is at right now? 13 pips. I mean, I see it on arbitrage. Let me see what the 4 hours is looking like. 4 hour rejecting off of that upper danger zone, called for the buy, never got a retest. So if price comes down here, that'd be a good spot to take your partial profits at. Just have that marked off. Daily time frame bouncing off of here doesn't look like it necessarily wants to even go for a buy quite yet. Yeah, I'm going to probably take this 1 hour sell. Have it give me a quick go short position right there. My stop loss would probably be up here at like 48 to 50 pips. No, that's way too much. So I'd say probably 35 pips, but by the time price gets up there, it'll tell you to get out the trade. So that's a 1 to 2.16 risk to reward. Doesn't look bad. Like I mentioned, if price gets down to 1.77696, you'd want to take at least almost all your profits there. But again, be careful with GPs and especially with GA because of it's already started to move, but how bullish AUD USD is and how the Brexit news can affect GPAUD. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and take this sell. Open calculator. Oh, I forgot. This doesn't even have the settings on there. 1.78592. TP at 1.77452. Risking. I'll risk 1% on this trade too. Sure. And then open the trade. And there we go. So I like this because I just love arbitrage sells and buys. And if I get the exit to get out the alert, it's either A, it's going to happen something like this, where my stop loss will get hit, and then when the hourly candle closes, I get the exit, or B, price would be like up here, and then it would tell me to get out, and I would be able to save, let's say, about 13 pips out of 36 pips, which is like a little bit like a third of what I'm risking. So I'm always down for that to happen. So let's see how this plays out. So it has 2 trades called. Don't mind this and don't mind that. All right, so, oh, and again, with GA on just right here, I really do kind of want to see this gap still closed up. This gap down here. Kind of still want to see this closed up before price starts to go really bullish. From this bearish move, yes, I can see is that something like this could potentially happen. And if it does, hey, we'll just take the L on arbitrage and we'll wait for this to happen. But if this doesn't happen, then we'll let arbitrage make some money for us. All right, let's go on to Euro AUD. EA, extremely bearish last week. Missed my alert up here by a hair. Let's see exactly where how many pips it missed by. By 7 pips, it missed right there. And it looks like it's on its way down to where I had projected it to go. It's currently basically at these equal lows, but yeah, I kind of expect this to keep dropping. Clear this out. Let me clear all these out real quick. No, don't clear that out. Clear that. Clear that. That had an alert on it before I closed off all my alerts last week. All right, so just go on to the daily time frame and really look at this. So price is now dropped, retraced up a bit, dropped some more, and it's right at where this wick was. Usually, if I see something like this and I don't see any type of sign for me to try to buy, I might fuck around and try to say that, okay, well, let's try to get a buy, and then my stop loss would be right under that wick. But I'm not trying to be like that any longer, so I'm just like, nope, I'm just going to let price do what it's going to do because I feel like it's going to keep dropping. And especially with this type of trend line, let me even get this trend line looking better. From right here, this looks like it's absolutely going to drop. So with that being said, only thing that I would suggest if you are trying to get into this sell and if price does retrace back up to right here or even to this trend line, that's when I'll probably sell it. But other than that, I'm not really looking at anything for EA except for it to keep falling. So that's that. Euro GBP, this got me mad because it stopped me out, then dropped eventually, but that's okay. Oh, sorry. Let me go back to Euro AUD and look at arbitrage real quick, although it's not really going to tell me much other than that it wants to try to buy. So this is a buy setup that I'd be looking for, and the 15-minute as well, but 15-minute looks like it's just going to drop to me, like I said. 4-hour time frame, very bearish. Daily time frame, very bearish. Weekly time frame, absolutely bearish from here. You could have sold off of this, made a lot of money. But yeah, don't really see anything else but selling on Euro AUD right now, and I'm not gonna sell at a low, so not gonna be paying attention to it until I see some bullish movement, and then maybe I'll think about, hey, let's try to sell it now. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on over to Euro GBP. So that played my life, and as I've been saying for the past how many weeks, with price being up at this high, all I see is sells, and I still do see the same thing. But right now, I need to see price break through these lows before I even try to get into anything, because this right now, just from this bullish move from this bullish weekly move, just from here to here. So I'll go on the daily time frame so that it looks a little better. It looks like price can reject off of here and go to the upside. But that's not what I'm planning on. I want to sell this. So again, oops. So again, what I'm waiting for is for price to actually like make a move between these two zones and for it to drop. That's what I really want to see. I want to see something like this to happen. But only issue with that is that if it pushes down, then it'll most likely have my GBP pairs pushed to the upside. And I want to see GBP pairs drop. So that's the only thing about that. But that's how I'm seeing EG. I don't really see much of an upside move on this at this point in time. And if it does, then hey, that's awesome. But yeah, like I said, for now, I just see this dropping. If it pushes to the upside, it gets back up here, then I just wanted to break through this zone up here. Simple as that. So gonna just wait on EG as well. Not gonna really rush it unless arbitrage gives me a solid move, which the weekly time frame is starting to call for a sell. What? Last time weekly called for a sell was right here, and that dropped. When the weekly called for a sell last, it dropped a total of 438 pips in a matter of a lot of weeks. Well, this is the last time it called for a sell, and then price called for the exit. But still, weekly time frame calling for a sell. That's interesting to see. And daily time frame on EG looks like it wants to sell as well. It's under the RSI line. Has to close under there on the daily for me to have that bias completely. 4 hour, been there. 1 hour, same thing. Setting up for a buy. I like this buy. If this buy happens, I'm definitely here to actually take that buy because again, with this with this move to the upside, it could be a potential drop, retest, and then push back up here. Who knows? And I also like this side of the equation where you have this drop and no retracement. So I am kind of looking for buy short term. Long term, though, I'm looking definitely for shorts. So I'd place my fib like right here. Yeah, buddy. I like this actually a lot. Doesn't have to be the 78.6, but it's definitely something that I'm looking at. For that to be my entry. But overall, sell box right here. And then a drop to the downside. That's what I would want to see on EG. I like the bearish move to the downside right here on the 23rd. So again, just wanted that retracement, then push to the upside. To the downside. And then with arbitrage, I'm looking to get into this buy once it's called. So retest. There you go. Now I could do the exact same thing that I did with GU and wait for this. Not wait for it, but I am gonna wait for this to push up because it's already at this resistance. If it was probably down here or a little lower, then I'll be like, you know what? Let me get in right now. But with this, I'm just gonna be patient, right? But I do like the idea of push upside, retest, continuation to the upside because that matches up very nicely with this fib, very nicely. So I'm gonna be looking out for that. Have my alert set. Let's see how things play out. So that's for EG, watching it. Oops, there we go. Euro NZD. This has been a train wreck, low key. No, I'm joking, not really. All right, so I still kind of want to see price climb back up to 1.76, like 1.7700. Kind of really want to see that price range still happen. Price ended up dropping from this high to this low, never came back up to this area. All I see is price climbing back up here. So if price can come down to this support and reject off of it, then I'll take it back up. That's all I kind of see on EN until something else happens, because it's just been a whole lot of consolidation. Like we had an M formation up here. I talked about it on Tuesday, that if price respects right here, you could sell it. If you got it in that sell, then awesome. But yeah, I kind of see price actually even coming down lower over here and then popping up, or maybe even lower than that. But I'm not really messing with EN right now at this point in time. 1 hour time frame. Only thing that I would say kind of really is that if price is gonna stop right here, then yeah, look for a retracement, but then a continuation sell. Continuation. I would love for a 38.2 to get hit and then a push to the upside type thing. But this is what I would look for, I guess, if I was looking to sell EN. It's not impulsive, but there's not really any real retracements that I would be looking for. So got that there. 1 hour time frame isn't ready to sell yet or to buy yet, and neither is the 15 minute. I don't even care for the 15 minute how it looks. So I'm just gonna be patient on EN again. Sell, retested the RSI line, ended up dropping. Yeah, I'm just gonna not even. I mean, the daily time frame is still calling for that. Is still calling for that buy. So, I mean, if you're gonna take a buy, why not now? And then again, I actually kind of like this for a long-term swing. Long exit all, once per bar close. Create. RSI line is still up over here. This is still pointing up a little more. Love the green candle. Still holding right here. Depends on how this thing closes that I'll get into this buy long term. But I kind of want to get into it now and not wait. How about this? I'll let the 15 minute be my judge. If this 15 minute gives me a buy entry, then I'll get in on the swing trade. And then with that swing trade, I would wait for the daily exit to tell me to get out the trade. So that's how I'm going to have it. I'm going to have the 15 minute for the entry, but the daily for the trade. I'm going to like that. But short term wise, I'm looking for this move right here. Long term, definitely want to see this retracement back up to 1.7700. So that's on EN. Watching that. Let's go on to gold. All right, gold. Let's see what you got here. I took the sell on gold right here at this 71%. It dropped down a good 500 pips. Retracement is currently what I'm feeling right now on this move. After it did come back down to fill out this gap, although it didn't come all the way down, but it did just about that. I like where price is at. For a continuation sell, I like where price is at. I'm not going to trade gold personally, but I do, again, I like this retracement sell, continuation to the downside type of move. I'll be here for it if this is where price is really going to drop at. So with that being said, kind of looking, if I was going to get into the trade, but I'm not going to get into this, I don't care for it. I've already made money off of the previous gold sell. It'd be something like this. Stop loss would be hit at break even for my trade if this stop loss gets hit. But it's a 1 to 3.2 risk to reward setup. I like the odds. I still want price to come down here though, as I mentioned. I still want that. I'm not going to lie to you. So that's for gold right there. Arbitrage, 15 minute, absolutely not ready for a sell. 1 hour, absolutely not ready for a buy. Caught this buy right here. It took a minute for it to retest this RSI line, but it did. 4 hour time frame, definitely not looking for any sells. Damn. This would have been a clean sell, but this would have been your exit off of this candle. And if you didn't listen, then you would have been in more losses. Daily time frame called for a buy. Yeah, it did exactly this. Pushed to the upside, drop, continuation. And that was all from this sell that I'm still mad about that I didn't get it. I mean, from this buy that I didn't get in. Oh, yeah. Gold, just like I said, if you want, you could try that sell, but I'm not into it. Everything's not even telling me to get in, but that doesn't mean that with using this setup that you're not going to profit. I have a good feeling about it. I'm just not going to get it personally because I want to have a good rest of the month, and I don't want to be greedy and try to just double dip on it. Although, hold on. Let me see what loss I have with this. I might trade it, but that's a setup that I'm giving regardless. If this loses, I'll dub it as a loss in my account type of thing. So, and there's gold, S&P. Do we really gotta talk about this? This thing is just making more higher highs. I can't respect this. This daily candle, told you once it happened, no, I didn't like it. And sure enough, price kept pushing up. If you want to try and trade this, I wouldn't, personally. Although it could be coming to stop right here and then give another drop. But I personally wouldn't. I don't like it. Simple as that. Dow Jones and the S&P, I'm really not caring for that. I mean, on the Dow Jones just came back up to this support. I mean, if I guess if you really want to sell it that bad, then now is the time to do it. And then if anything passes 30,360, then I would get out. But again, like I don't see any reason to sell it right now. Nothing's really telling me, especially look at this 4-hour candle right here that's forming. I don't really care for it at all. It looks like it's just going to go and create a higher high. So why bother? Type of thing. Yeah, even here, it's already broken through this. Just has to break through these, continue going to the highs. Yeah, I'm good off of these. I'm really not trying to trade them at all. They can kick rocks. Ripple back down to 28 cents. I'm about to buy me some. Let's look at what the charts have for us. Ooh, that bearish candle on the weekly. I know it's not my friend. It is not my friend at all, but I still want to buy this regardless. Despite the fundamental analysis that everybody's hearing about, and despite arbitrage still telling me that I want to sell this, I still want to buy some. From all the way up here at 70 cents to 20 cents. Let's see here. I'm just gonna look at arbitrage. 1 hour. Not quite ready yet. 15-minute. This isn't quite ready yet. Regardless, am I in any Bitcoin wallet or anything like that? Or not Bitcoin, cryptocurrency wallet. I'm buying Ripple. Like regardless at these prices, I got to. 1 hour and 4 hours setting up for sells. For buys. This daily time frame is holding right at this lower danger zone, so we could see some type of floor over here at this 20 cents area. Definitely looking for a floor right there to bounce off of. For Ripple, Bitcoin, sheesh, it hit 28,000. When did it hit 28,000? Like around what time? Hold on, I gotta figure out. At around like 5 a.m. it hit that 28K region. Calling for a sell on arbitrage, but do you want to go against these heavy bulls right now? That's the only question you have. If you're gonna sell it down to 24,000 and take your money. That's what I would say with Bitcoin. let's talk about these tacos real quick because I actually have a feeling these are gonna play people's lives for some odd reason. So price is still holding under this support. Last week on the 22nd, it gave this huge daily bearish candle to the upside. That's scary to try to buy off of. I need to see some bullish motion on the higher time frames. I mean, from this low to this high, if you want to measure it, price is still kind of looking like it could buy. I don't like it personally, but tacos, like I said, I want to see some type of. I don't want to see this type of bullish move and then a bearish move right after it. I want to see a bullish move like this and then a bearish move slowly coming back down, slowly, and then another bullish move to the upside. So we're just gonna be patient on that. But other than that, guys, that's kind of what I wanted to really talk about. I don't want to trade USD CHF. I don't want to trade GJ, although I kind of still have the same bearish opinion for price if it holds right here. But if price just comes back up and breaks these highs, then it's just going to keep going higher. But any other questions other than that? No questions, no comments, no concerns. All right, so got into AUD USD, GBP AUD, and I like that gold buy. I mean, that gold sell where it's at right now. Watching for Euro GBP and Euro NZD sell or trades for buys, and I'll call that a session. So I hope everybody has a great trading week. Let's make this money out here.